Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Finance with Alex. Today I'll be discussing the very exciting topic of credit cards. So let's jump into it. So the first credit card was actually in the 1950s. It was Diners Club. Obviously these days we've moved quite along since then. These days we have all kinds of credit cards, reward cards, point cards. They offer you cashback, all types of benefits, corporate discounts even. Well, the benefit of credit cards is actually they allow the user to build a credit score, which is obviously then utilized by banks and other financial institutions when you apply for credit. They determine your credit limit, personal loans, especially the rates you are gonna get, and mortgages. In terms of debit and credit card purchases, in terms of volumes, I have data from the US. In 2022, the volume between both credit and debit card purchases was around $10.4 trillion as per Nielsen. That's up from 11% in 2021. Credit cards accounted for just over half, 5.6 trillion of the amount, and the rest was accounted for debit and prepaid cards. Actually, the Federal Reserve reports that there's been an increased in terms of payments from both credit and debit cards between 2018 and 2021. More than 157 billion purchases were completed in 2021, up from 137 billion in 2020. And in general, Americans tend to spend more, no surprises there, on credit cards than their debit cards over the past 20 plus years. Again, data from the Federal Reserve. So how many credit cards do you think it's nice to have? How many do you have? I will be honest, I only have two. Well, in the US, apparently that's a very people usually 40% of the population have between one and two, but a whopping 16% of the population tend to have six or more credit cards. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea how you're gonna keep track of all these credit cards if you actually have six of them. There's actually three main credit card companies currently. You have Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. And according to data from the Federal Reserve in 2021, the average credit card transaction was around $96, and the average debit card transactions were around $43. Um, how is this broken down? Well, according to data from American Express and the other vendors, American Express purchases tend to be a bit higher than the average, $150, while the rest of the providers tend to be around the average. What the actual benefits of buying on credit? Well, obviously you can imagine the main benefit is buy something now, pay it off later. Most credit cards offer a 0% interest rate period. They allow you to earn, as we mentioned in the beginning, cashback and other rewards. They also offer you something which a debit card does not offer. It's called a buyer protection or chargeback. It's offered by the three main providers as we just discussed, and it comes with a specific time limit of around 120 days. Also, at least in the UK, there's a very specific legal requirement that stems from the UK Consumer Credit Card Act of 1974. That means that under Section 75, goods and services are covered as long as they're above £100, all the way up to £30,000. You can actually claim for goods which are not as described. And it also applies to foreign transactions and, surprisingly, to store credit cards, which is a very nice to know. So, which credit cards do I use? Well, I actually have two credit cards. One is the Amex Cashback credit card, and the other one is the Lloyd's World Elite Mastercard. The Amex card doesn't have any annual fees. It offers you cashback. So if you're a new user, the first 3 months you can get 5% cashback up to £125, or above that limit, obviously, you get another cashback. So up to £10,000, you get 0.75%, and above 10,000, you actually get 1% cashback. The downside is you get that cashback only once per year on the anniversary when you got your credit card. The other one that I use is actually the Lloyd's World Elite Mastercard. That one comes with a monthly fee of £15, but it includes Priority Pass. That means you can go to all kinds of lounges for free in most airports. Also, the other benefit is that you can actually bring a guest. Obviously, you have to pay for them, but it's actually allowed. And you also get airport security fast track. The other benefit is you don't have to pay any foreign exchange fees for up to 60 months. And it does offer also cashback, but the limits are a bit higher compared to the Amex. So up to £15,000 you get 0.5% cashback, and above 15,000 you get 1% cashback, which again is quite nice. And unlike the Amex, the Lloyds pay Deloitte's card pays the cashback every month incrementally, which is obviously another benefit. So I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about this episode? Please like and comment below. Also, I'll be very interested to hear what credit cards you use, which benefits do you like the most, and why do you use them. Hope to catch you in the next episode. Thank you.